Hey everyone, welcome to Unconventional Marketers, how top entrepreneurs start small and profit big without conventional marketing. My name is Michelle Lopez Boggs, and today my guest is Sohayb Alborno. He's the CEO of Lash Launch, a six-figure marketing agency that helps women in the beauty industry get fully booked through paid ads. He started his business at 24 years old and is currently based in San Diego, California. So welcome, Sohayb.
Hello, hello. How are you doing?
Good, how are you? I'm so glad you're
I
here.
am fan. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this.
Yes. So, okay, awesome. So take us back to when you first started your business, Lash Launch. Before you made your first sale, what was your experience like back then? What made you want to go into that specific industry? How did you get from there to where you are today, which is a six-figure business?
For sure. Yeah. So it pretty much started, let's just say, I'll take it back about 4 years ago when I was one day scrolling on Instagram. I was living in Virginia at the time. I seen a very high level marketer post that he's looking for a trainer because I was a personal trainer at the time. And he said, I'm looking for a trainer. Come out to SD if you want to be one. So I flew out that same day. His name is Billy Jean. And then I ended up working for him for about 2 years. And that's where I kind of found out about marketing. I never knew what marketing was, never wanted to be a marketer, never even crossed my mind. I always wanted to be a celebrity trainer. That was my goal. So I was like, Billy's get a good head start. So I'm with Billy for about 2 years, sitting in all his classes, learning, training him. And then one day COVID hit. So then when COVID hit, Billy was like, hey, I got to let you go. I got to focus on making sure my business doesn't fall apart. So Billy put training on the sideline. And then I was kind of left high and dry in San Diego, had to make some money. So I was like, let me try to do this on my own. So I ran an ad for myself for my personal training and ended up doing very well. So the first month, I probably spent 3K on ads and made like 60K. And I was like, oh, because I had a sales background. So I was like, okay, I just need people to talk to. If I talk to someone, I know I'm going to make some sales. So I did that for about 5 or 6 months. And then one day, my girl was like, hey, can you try to run an ad for me? So she was a lash artist and she just got her esthetician license. And she was like, hey, I need some clients. Can you try to do what you're doing for that for me? So the first week, so I ran an ad. Her first week, she booked 25 people. And then I was like, okay, I might be onto something. So then nothing really happened about that for about 2 months. And then she's still getting consistent bookings every week. So she was like, you should try this for other people. So then we put out a free offer on a Facebook group, said, hey, we're looking for 3 women that want to do marketing for free. So we did it for free. A lot of people are scared to work for free at first. They always like, I'm valuable. I need to charge. I'm like, no, just do it for free. Make sure you have a proof of concept and then go all in on it. So we do it for free for 3 other women, one in Texas, Massachusetts, and Florida, and they all absolutely crushed it after a month. Some of them are still with me today, making 12 to 15,000 a month consistently and just crushing it with lashes. So that's kind of what opened my eyes into okay, we might be onto something. And then we started charging our first few people about 250 a month. Like, hey, so we went back in the group, said, hey, we're looking for 5 more people. And then we got about 5 or 10 people at 250 a month. They all got crazy results. And what we did very well at the start was getting testimonials. So so that's how I got into the lash industry. Um, the hardest part of starting was building trust. How is there a guy in the lash industry and he does marketing, which is like 3 big red flags, you know? So the hardest part about starting was building trust with everyone.
Okay, building trust. So that was the hardest thing for you. So that was a lot that you just said.
That
So
was a lot.
so did you, I mean, you ran this ad, you had success with the ad like pretty quickly. And then she got 25 clients. So I mean, did it just worked perfectly right off the bat? Like, did you struggle at all with anything?
No, honestly, I think, when it comes to marketing, the best marketers test the most. So sometimes you can run thousands of dollars in ads, 5 or 10 or 30 different creatives, and nothing works. We got lucky. I ran an ad. We got lucky that the first one worked. And we just kind of crafted and made that offer a little bit better. But No, yeah, no struggles at first. It just kind of worked. We got super lucky, and that's kind of what sparked the idea to do it for other people.
Okay, lucky. So why do you think it was so lucky?
Because I've spent thousands on ads, and um, luck at the end of the day, though, luck is preparation meets opportunity. I mean, I was doing marketing for up until that point about 2.5 years every day, writing new ads, learning. So it was definitely a little bit of luck. The timing was right. So there's a lot of things. The like I said, I was prepared to run an ad, run the correct offer, say the right things on the ad copy, run the right creative. So that was all preparation. But then the opportunity was there, which was it was post COVID, like about 5, 6 months. So people were starting to get back into the work field after they just stopped working for 5 months. So they needed to build their clientele again. So I was very prepared. The opportunity was right, and then that's where luck happens. And then when we ran it, that's how we got luck.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. So preparation, a little bit of luck, and then it sounds like you had a lot of good momentum and you just kept going from there, right? You didn't stop yourself. You didn't like say, "Oh, we should take a break." Like you've been going nonstop, right?
100%. I mean, and that's one thing I tell all my clients now is like when you get an ounce of momentum, you take it and run because there's seasons in your business. You're going to have a spring, summer, fall, and a winter. So when it's summertime or springtime and you're harvesting and you're planting those seeds, when fall comes and they start to harvest, you better take advantage of it and grab all the crop you can while you can. So yeah, once we get a little bit of momentum, keep it going, keep going, go harder, go hard. A lot of people get comfortable, but we went harder.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think some people get momentum in the wrong direction. Like they don't have that luck that you had. So say they run an ad or something, or they just have a really bad experience and they create a story around that. And the next thing you know, they're just like repeating that same failure story, right? So it sounds like you did not have any of that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, especially when you get an ad that you know is working and it has momentum, that's when you go all in on that ad and you optimize you optimize that ad, whether it's you craft the offer a little bit or you just dump a ton of money into it. But yeah, so once you get an ad that has momentum, it's a wrap. You have to go all in on it
Yeah.
and then squeeze all the juice out of it until it stops working.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. So with this niche of lash artists, like, so your girl basically came to you. So it came from like an outside source, and that's why you did it. Do you think that every business needs to have that clear cut of a niche right off the gate, or is it like something that they figure out over time? Like, do they need that to be successful?
Yes, I believe so. I think riches are in the niches for sure. I know we've heard that before, but riches are definitely in the niches. And especially from a marketing perspective, from a marketing perspective, knowing who to talk to is very important. So if I was just in the beauty industry, I would say, hey, I'm looking for nail techs, lash artists, microblading artists, nanoblading artists, contouring artists, all of it. And then I would be talking to nobody. But if I ran an ad, I'm like, hey, lash artists, stop scrolling. I'm talking specifically to lash artists. I can't say, hey, lash artists, nail techs, beauty artists, and it's not going to work. The message isn't going to be as profound. And especially when you know the exact struggles of a lash artist, like I know the price points, I know how they get clients, I know everything about them. When you go into different niches, it's a lot harder to talk to the ideal person you're looking to get.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then and I heard something the other day where, 0 to 1 million, one niche. 1 to 10 million, you can do multiple niches, and then 10 to plus is scaling. So from 0 to 1 million, you should be in one niche, one offer, one product. That's it.
And do you actually turn people away that aren't lash artists?
No, I don't. I don't turn. Some of them I do, like if they're like facials or waxing. But if it's something a little closer, like brows, I'll bring them, but I won't reach. I won't do any outreach to them. If they come to me, that's fine, but I won't look for them.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want to turn money down. You don't want to turn people, especially if you can help them, because it's similar. But when you with your marketing message, it has to be very um, on point. Your marketing message has to be to one group, one niche. If I were to do uh, an ad for brows and lashes, then that's when the complications kick in.
Yeah. And then segueing into that, how would you define marketing? What is marketing?
I think marketing is turning a stranger into a customer. That's what marketing is. You're running an ad, a direct response, an email, someone that doesn't know who you are, you nurture them, you get them to buy your product and become a raving fan. So that's what I think marketing is, turning a stranger into a customer.
Yeah. Somebody that doesn't know you and then somebody that probably loves you, right?
Exactly. So
Loves your service.
stranger to raving fan, 100%.
Yeah. And what's been the most effective or profitable form of marketing for your business?
For me, definitely paid ads. I know a lot of people that kill it with the organic. Um, like you and I were talking about earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of getting on camera and stuff like that. So, or speaking on camera. So, but it's very effective. But the fact that I didn't like that, I had to find a way to pivot and make it happen. So, yeah, paid ads has been next level profitable for me. I
Okay.
love paid ads.
Yes. Yeah, you do.
I
And
do.
what marketing tactic has been the biggest waste of time and or money for you?
The biggest waste of time or money, I would say there really isn't one. There isn't anything that's a waste of time because you should be doing all of it. You should be doing referral, affiliate marketing, organic marketing, paid marketing. As far as spending money, me personally, I haven't wasted any money on marketing. But if you wanted to waste money on marketing, get a billboard. That would be the biggest waste of money because the billboard is on the side of a highway where everyone's going to see it and it's only up there for 3 weeks and it's $8,000. Rather, when you can run a Facebook ad where you spend $500, um, run it to people that's looking for your product and only target them during a special any day of the time. So it's much more targeted. So yeah, if you want to waste money in marketing, get a billboard.
Okay. Yeah. Don't do billboards.
Don't do billboards unless you just want to waste some money and be cool and take a photo. Then it's worth it. But then you use that photo of you with a billboard on an ad and make some real money from it. But the billboard just to say you got a bill.
Yeah. So it needs to be targeted. It needs to be like being delivered to a specific
One
person that would
that
find it relevant and useful, right?
what that's what an ad is. It's a billboard to the people you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's so effective, so powerful. I mean, there's nothing better than paid ads on Facebook, particularly. I mean, you can do TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, but for me specifically, has been Facebook. But any paid ads where you can target who you're looking for, YouTube is next level.
Okay. And have you gotten clients just off of content? So not ads, just like educational content or something like that?
100%. I mean, at first was mainly paid ads and testimonials. Those are our most effective ways. Testimonials builds so much trust with your people. But yeah, no, 100%. Once we shifted into Instagram and TikTok and all that posting educational content and became an authority in our space, it was next level business and a lot more consistent business. Paid ads was a lot colder traffic, hard to close if you're not really too good at sales or if you don't have much to back it up. So yeah, I mean, posting on Instagram, educational content, providing tremendous value has been game changer for us.
Yeah. And going back to what you said, the cold leads, the cold traffic that came in, like how quickly can you turn a cold lead into a paying customer and a raving fan?
So cold lead to a customer, you can do it in a day or two, depending on the skill set of sales. Um, I would say it's very hard to turn someone that doesn't know you at all and you ask them for a few $1,000s. It's not easy to do. So if you do it, just have certain expectations going into it, or try to build as much trust as possible. But I mean, you can do that. I would say within from cold lead to client within a day or two, and then to a raving fan. I mean, it depends how you provide results in your service, but within a month.
Okay. And you
But
probably,
yeah.
if you're doing the cold leads, you have to be ready to face rejection, right? You might get some weird people here and
Oh,
there, like
1 billion%. I mean, you don't get ready to face it. Just know it's coming. I
yeah,
mean, at least 4 times a week to this day. I've been doing this for about this industry for 2 years now. To this day, 4 times a week, I'll be in the middle of a sales call on Zoom. Someone will read me their card info because they're ready to buy. 4568, da 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 da, and I see their finger go like this, and then they hang up the phone on at least 4 times a week. So
Wow.
yes, you have to get comfortable with rejection because it is coming and they do not care. And then they block me, but then I send them a text message, hey, I think we accidentally got broken up. Whenever you're ready to go, let me know. And then you just kill them with kindness and see what happens. But
It's
yes, so be ready
brutal.
to face it's
You're
brutal.
giving
But
hard info and they're like, no.
you
Yeah.
get numb to it though. You get numb to it. You know, you're just like, oh, it's another one. So you get numb to it. As long as you treat everyone like you know that you're gonna close them and try to provide them value, then you're fine. But yeah, you need to be okay with rejection. You know, I have built very thick skin through this these past few years.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, you really have to have a mindset to handle that rejection because if you don't have that, it hurts. So I was gonna ask, like, where do you think that tough skin came from? Like, how did you develop that? Has that just always been the case with you, or?
No, from repetition. I mean, once it happens a few thousand times, you stop caring, you know. And especially the fact that I go into it truly trying to help and provide value, and like I know that the only reason I feel bad at this point is because I didn't sell it to them. Because I'm like, their life would be significantly better if they bought my product. So that's the mindset I have going into it. Like, I'm doing them a disservice by not selling them my product. So
Mm,
once I shifted to that mindset, I mean, it doesn't affect me. I just get sad because I'm like, oh dang, they really missed out. Like I really want to help them, you know. But other than that, I mean, yeah, the best way to get over it is just let it happen to you a few thousand times, and you get numb to
yeah,
it.
I love that. No, that's perfect. I mean, yeah, people just need to. It's like exposure. The more you're exposed to it, the less it kind of affects.
1 billion%. Yeah, the first time hurt. You're like, did they really do that? And then the second time, you're like, what? People do that? And then the fourth, sixth, eighth, ninth time, you're just like, whatever. Here we go again.
Awesome. Well, I love that. Do you use a funnel for your business?
Um, I get weird about funnels, and I'll explain to you why. So that's my first month when I went on my own. When after Billy fired me, was I spent, like I said, I spent 2K on ads. I made like 60K. Killed it. I was like, oh, I'm crushing it. No funnel, just a straight lead form where I got the name, email, phone number. I called them and I sold them a product. You know, and I was selling a $4,000 product at the time, which was my fitness coaching. So that's what I did. The second month, I'm like, okay, I killed it that month. Let me add a funnel and make you and kill it even harder. I'm gonna make $1 million this month. So I added a funnel, and that month I only made 20,000. And I'm like, I added a funnel. This is supposed to work out. This is supposed to be better. But at the end of the day, I just complicated my process because now they did name, email, phone number to funnel application to watch a video and then to my call, you know, and it really watered down my leads. And yeah, you got more qualified leads, quote unquote, but it gave me less opportunities. You know, I just need an opportunity to close a deal and I'll close it. And then so what I did now was name, email, phone number, this lead form. So do that without a funnel. And then once I maxed that out, I hired someone to do that for me. So I bought back some time. And then now I just have a funnel there in case someone uses it. But for the most part, name, email, phone number, and hop on the phone is the best method. One of the best things I heard was make a list, call the list, do it again.
Mm,
Make a list, call a list, do it again. And then once you get to a certain level, have someone make the list for you. And then when you get to another level, have someone call the list for you. And then you do it again. And that'll get you $1 billion. Make a list, call a list, do it again. And that's kind of my mindset going into it. So no fancy funnels, no fancy funnel hacking or anything like that. That's going to complicate your business, especially if you don't know what you're doing, and it's going to hurt you.
okay. So
So
no
fuck
funnel,
funnels.
no funnel unless maybe like you sell a physical product, like people with
Yeah,
physical.
that's a completely different game. Yeah, this is for service industry for sure. Yes, 100% good clarification on that. Yeah, this is for services. That's my specialty is service-based businesses, coaching, marketing agencies, etc. But yeah, products you definitely need a fund. Products is a different game. That's a tough game. E-commerce, that's a whole different field.
Yeah. And do you have an email list or newsletter? So once you collect people's information, do you like follow up with them through email or is it text only?
What's crazy is I haven't done any email blasts or any emails up to this point, and we're doing pretty consistent 6 figures a month. And no emails, but I do collect them. I collect them just in case I need them. I will need them eventually. So I don't know what to do with them yet, but I'm implementing those systems in my business now. But no, up until this point, 2 years in, do 6 figures a month. No, I do not need. But you should be collecting emails at all costs because you don't want Instagram or Facebook to ban you or block you or them go out and then you lose um, connection with your people, with your followers. So you definitely want to collect emails, even if you don't know what to do with it. Just collect it just in case, which is what I've done. I've collected a few 10, 20,000 emails, and I'm just keeping it just in case I'm ready to start using it.
Yeah. And this question isn't on the list, but like the people that work with you, I mean, you run an ad for them and they get their inbox blown up like immediately. And I see from your page that like they're like telling you, okay, turn it off, it's too much, and they're booked and they've got their clients. So how many of those people come back to you later and say, okay, now I'm ready to run another ad? Like, are they set for life after that first ad, or like do they come back? Like how does that work?
So definitely not set for life, but you are depending on how far ahead you already were. Um, Everyone truly is different depending on their goals. Some of my lash artists or clients will want to, after 3 months, want to hire somebody. So then they'll need to come back. Or they'll take a month off and then they need to come back. Or things slow down and they need to come back. So it just depends on the artist and their goal, you know? Because if you need to hire someone, you're probably going to keep me for a very long time. Because you get booked out after a month, 2 months, so then you hire someone, takes them 3 months, you hire someone else, takes them 3 months, so then you just keep going. But if you're a solo artist and after about 3 months with me, you should be making 8,000 a month. After that, you have a pretty solid foundation of clientele, and you won't need me for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
which was a big bottleneck for my business. Actually, was because after a month, people wouldn't need me anymore. I'm
right.
like, oh, this is bullshit. Like, I they just left me. So now I try to do more of a commitment and try to sell the long term goal of and try to reach different people that want to hire eventually. So I kind of switched who I go after.
Yeah. Okay. And so among your clients, like the ones that you said, if they do it correctly, they should be making at least 8,000 a month with you. So the ones that are doing they're crushing it, like they're just making tons of sales. What is it about them that they're doing or thinking that sets them apart from maybe those that aren't doing as well?
As far as as far as messaging goes, is they take their time with the messaging. They don't rush it. And so I have certain fundamentals that I teach when messaging. Always ask a question. Um, don't give out the price too fast. Um, so certain fundamentals that they follow. So what do they do different from others is they're really good at sticking to the fundamentals and they don't rush the sale. Like a lot of artists, what they do is they send a booking link or someone's like, okay, I want to book. Like, awesome, here's my booking link. I'm like, what are you doing? You got to take your time with them. So they take their time with the clients. They give them that concierge service and they book the appointment for them. And then they do continued education. Like after 2 months or a month, you have to improve. So they improve. They're continually investing in themselves. So that's the biggest factor between someone making 2 to 3,000 a month to 8,000 a month. It's the continued education and the customer service, the customer focus around their business. That's the biggest difference.
Okay. So they're not.
And one more thing. And one is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. The other ones are doing it for a career. If you treat your business like a business, you're going to get business results. If you treat your business like a side hobby, you're going to get side hobby results. So a lot of artists or yeah, lash artists, they want to do it as a side hobby. And that means you're going to get side hobby results. So that's another difference. One is all in, customer focused, and follows the fundamentals. Others are 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Um, doesn't focus on the customer. They focus more on making money, and that definitely hurts them.
Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, that makes sense. What kind of marketing do you personally love that you've seen from either other companies in your industry or different industries where you maybe you bought the product, but just something that you've seen that you're like, wow, I really like that.
I would say from other companies, like Alex Shamazi is the GOAT. That guy has the craziest marketing. Um, Billy, one of the best. So the way they're able to relay a message and hit you with FOMO is next level. The way they're able to target FOMO, which is fear of missing out, and make you feel like you can get the results that they're showing is next level and definitely inspiring.
So you actually like FOMO from them.
Yeah, because yeah, you need it. You need it in your marketing. You need fear. You need FOMO. 100%.
Okay.
That's like a big secret that I'm trying to get better at. But yeah, you need FOMO. So that's personally what I love about their marketing is studying how they're able to do that, but very subtly.
Okay. What kind of marketing do you hate? It pisses you off every time you see it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking for 5 men that want to get in the best shape of their life, or I'm looking for 5 women that are stressed mothers that want to learn how to have a vegan diet. That's the worst marketing I've seen. Is because you want more than 5 people, so
Yeah.
stop lying. Because you're lying. If you got 7, you would take 7. So that's the number one marketing I hate because it's a lie. You know.
But that's FOMO too. They're saying there's only 5 spots. You better act now.
It is, but it's fake FOMO. No, no, no. FOMO that's fake urgency.
Okay.
FOMO is more like, hey, if you don't work with us, you're gonna have a bad life because your fear of missing out on a good life is if you don't like for me, if you don't use my product, you're always gonna struggle getting clientele. So that's my FOMO. If you don't use us, you're gonna fear missing out on being fully booked and never chasing a client again. But so what that 5 guys post is fake urgency. I'm looking for 5 people. That's fake urgency. So yeah, that's the worst marketing you could do. Don't do.
So good marketing is real urgency. Bad marketing is fake urgency.
Yeah, no, no. Good marketing is authenticity. If you really truly only have 5 spots, let it be known and why you have those 5 spots. Like for me, I can only have a certain amount of ad accounts running at one time. So we can have about 200 ad accounts at a time. So when I'm at 198, I'm like, hey, I can really only take on 2 more people the rest of the month because Facebook doesn't give me enough ad accounts. So if you're interested, send me a DM. That's real urgency. That's authentic urgency. But if I have 70 open ad accounts, I'm like, I am looking for 5 people, then that's just a straight lie. So I think authentic marketing is good marketing.
Yeah, for sure. So switching gears a little bit, do you believe in astrology? Do you know what human design is? And do you follow either of those things?
Oh, no, nothing. Do I believe in it? Yes, because I've seen it, I guess, a few times, but I don't fully believe in it. I just know I'm a Scorpio. That's it. I don't know much else. And you had me do that human design thing, so I'm interested in hearing more about it. But I'm not like closed minded about it because there's obviously something there, but not enough that I've looked into.
Okay. And yes, you sent me your human design chart. So yeah, I think it said you're a generator. So um yeah, that means that you have a defined sacral. Ooh, we got 10 minutes left. Okay. You have a defined sacral center, which means you have a lot of energy to do work. So it sounds like that's spot on for you because you do a lot of work, right? Like and you don't get tired, right? You can just go
That's
from
all I. That's all I enjoy.
yeah.
I don't drink. I don't party. I don't do any drugs. I don't have any fun. I pretty much wake up at 3. I go to the gym at 4. I come home at 6. I work from 6 to 6. Hang out from 6 to 7 with my girl. Read from 7 to 8, and then sleep. Wake up at 3. Do it again 7 days a week. So yeah, I don't really enjoy much. I enjoy work, and I enjoy providing value and doing what I'm doing. So I don't really look at it as work. But yes, I have a lot of energy to answer your question.
Yeah, so that sounds right on par with what a generator is. So that's basically the opposite of me in a lot of ways. But and then you were telling me that this guy was a billionaire, but he believes in astrology. Like Patrick, but
Patrick but David, yeah, he's a beast. That's kind of what has me a little interested in it because he's like, oh, you're a Gemini, so you must like this. So yeah, he enjoys that.
okay. Okay. And it sounds like you're like too busy to really care if the stars are like in your favor or not, because you just do what you need to do and then you make it in your favor. Like you kind of create.
So 100%, and I'll tell you why though, because I was in our culture, I'm Egyptian, so in our culture, we have something called the evil eye. And then are you familiar with that or no?
I've not heard of that. No.
Okay, so the evil eye, it's just like if you ever see, it's like a blue eye with like a white inside. Okay, if you see it, I'll send you a photo of it. So that's an evil eye. So a lot of Arabs or people in my culture will have that around their house because it protects you from the evil eye. And what the evil eye is somebody sees your success or sees your family and then they wish bad on it. That's called someone's giving you the evil eye. So that's what they believe in. I believe to that to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, you control your own future. Just because someone doesn't want to see me successful, it won't affect how I work or the results I put in. So no one, just because they think something, will control over me. So I feel the same way about the stars or whatever. Is like that's not going to control my daily actions. Yeah, it might, maybe if anything, put more obstacles in my way, but I'm going to get over those obstacles because I control my destiny, my future. So that's how I see it. I don't think anyone has that power over you except you, your decisions, your habits.
Yeah. That's
That's how I feel about astrology.
yeah, it's really, really cool. Awesome. Well, that's interesting. And is there anything else that you would like to leave our listeners with before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much at the end of the day, if the biggest takeaway for me this past 2 years was just action. Like I'm 25 right now, but when I was 19, I started getting into personal development. I didn't see much happen for me the first 3 or 4 years because I mean I've read thousands of books, not thousands, probably hundreds. I lied. I read hundreds of books, and I would do all the courses, and I would do all that, but I wouldn't take any action. Kind of like I was telling you earlier, I have all the crazy camera equipment, but I never shot any videos. So what I've realized is like you just have to do it, just do the work. So at the end of the day, it's just stop procrastinating, stop buying shit, stop learning. Don't stop learning, but stop using that as an excuse why you haven't taken any action. So take more action and then get the repetitions in and shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, I love that. All right, cool. And where can people find you, reach out to you if they want your help?
Yeah, yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Sohayb, which I will start posting in because now I have all this dope camera stuff. And my business Instagram is at Lash Launch. So follow me there as well. And yeah, thank you so much for this time. So
All right, awesome. And I'll post like links on this page or this video or wherever. So, all right, awesome. Thank you so much, Sohab, for sharing your wisdom and your knowledge and your tips today. I got a lot of value out of this interview, and I'm sure the listeners will as well. So, thank you.
thank you so much.
All right, you guys, thanks for listening to Unconventional Marketers and tune in for the next interview.